The International Olympic Committee says the Belarusian Olympian, who says she was taken to Tokyo's Haneda airport against her will, is safe in the hands of Japanese authorities. Sprinter Krystsina Tsimanouskaya alleged her Olympic team tried to remove her from Japan after she criticised her coaches. She was due to compete on Monday in a track event she hadn't trained for. But she says she was ordered to pack her bags on Sunday after publicly complaining.
I'm asking the International Olympic Committee for help. There's pressure against me, and they're trying to get me out of the country without my permission. So I'm asking the IOC to get involved in this.
We plan to contact the Foreign Ministry, National Police Agency and Immigration Departments so that they can confirm directly with Mrs. Tsimanouskaya her wishes. Japan is party to the Convention relating to the status of refugees, so I hope to call on them to firmly adhere to the principle of non-refoulement in handling this case.
Andy Richardson joins us now live from Tokyo. So, Andy, what do we know about Tsimanouskaya's whereabouts?
We've just had a briefing from the International Olympic Committee. Right now, Tsimanouskaya should have been competing in the 200 metres at these Tokyo Games. Instead, we are told she's at a hotel near Haneda Airport here in Tokyo. Olympic officials saying they've spoke to her last night. They're due to speak to her again this morning, and they've assured her she does feel safe and secure. What appears to have happened is that a group of other Belarus athletes were leaving the athletes' village last night, having competed here in Tokyo, and she was amongst that group. And the first the IOC became aware that she was leaving against her will was when she arrived at the airport and immediately went out to seek out help from Tokyo police. Let's hear now from the IOC spokesman, Mark Adams.
Spoke to the Belarus athlete Krystsina Tsimanouskaya directly last night. She was with the airport authorities at Haneda Airport and was at the time accompanied by a staff member of Tokyo 2020. She assured us and has assured us that she feels safe and secure. She spent the night at an airport hotel in a safe and secure environment. The IOC and Tokyo 2020 will continue their conversations with her and the Japanese authorities to determine the next step in the upcoming days.
Andy, just fill us in a little bit on how this drama all unfolded and why Tsimanouskaya complained about her coaches.
Yeah, I mean, she's a 200-metre sprinter. She was upset and had criticised officials within the team because she was also being asked to take part in the 4x400-metre relay. And she said that's an event she hadn't practised for or trained for, and it's because of the incompetence of officials back in Belarus who'd failed to put other athletes through the required anti-doping tests prior to these games. Therefore, those athletes hadn't been able to compete, and she'd been forced into a position that she didn't feel happy with. And the wider context is problems the IOC have had with the Belarus Olympic Committee. For example, they refused to accept the results of the election for the Belarus Olympic Committee, elections of a new president who happens to be the son of the president, Alexander Lukashenko. A number of leading officials from the Belarus Olympic Committee were banned from even attending these games. But one thing Mark Adams did say is that this story is moving very fast, and at the moment there's a limit to what the IOC can do. But there is somebody from Tokyo 20 with her, also a representative from the UN Refugee Agency, and they're in constant contact with her. But the main point is she's not left Tokyo. She's still in this country and is not on her way back to Belarus.
OK, for the moment, Andy, thanks very much for keeping us up to date with all the details there in Tokyo.